Hello students, welcome to the session of lines and angles. In this session we are going to discuss first one, transversal. Actually, what is transversal? A line which intersects two or more lines at distinct points is called a transversal. You just imagine M and N are two lines, L is one line. This line L intersects the line M and N at some place. Okay, so we get some angles, that is 1, 2, 3, 4. These four angles 5, 6, 7, 8. Now we get some conditions that are vertically opposite angles, corresponding angles, alternate interior and exterior angles, then co-interior angles. Actually, vertically opposite angles are equal. Angle 1 is equal to angle 3. Angle 2 is equal to angle 4. Angle 5 is equal to angle 7. Angle 6 is equal to angle 8. Vertically opposite angles are 1 and 3, 4 and 2, 5 and 7, 6 and 8. These angles are equal. Then corresponding angles. Corresponding angles are, that is same direction, no, that is angle 2, angle 6, angle 3, angle 7, angle 1, angle 5, angle 4 and angle 8. These are the corresponding angles. Corresponding angles are also equal. That are 2 and 6, 3 and 7. Okay. Next one, alternate interior and exterior angles. Alternate interior angle means 3 and 5, 4 and 6. Alternate interior angles are also equal. So angle 3 is equal to angle 5, angle 4 is equal to angle 6. Then alternate exterior angles are also equal. Exterior means angle 1 and angle 7, that are equal. The next angles 2 and 8. These two angles are also equal. Then finally, co-interior angles. Co-interior angles are supplementary. What is supplementary? Sum of the measures of the two angles 180 degree means that is supplementary. So angle 3 plus angle 6 is equal to 180 degree. Angle 4 plus angle 5 is equal to 180 degree. These are the co-interior angles. Co-interior angles are supplementary. So what are the four conditions? The vertically opposite angles are equal. Corresponding angles are equal. Alternate interior and exterior angles are also equal. Co-interior angles are supplementary. Next, we are going to discuss axiom. Actually, what is axiom? That is a rule or principle. Okay. Actually, some principle means we get some conditions only. The first condition is, if a transversal intersects two parallel lines, then each pair of corresponding angles is equal. Actually, these are the two parallel lines, PQ and SR. The line AB intersects the parallel lines at C and D. So, the corresponding angles equal. Converse of corresponding angles axiom is also true. What is that? If a transversal intersects two lines such that a pair of corresponding angles is equal, then the two lines are parallel to each other. The first condition is actually a transversal line intersects two parallel lines, then each of corresponding angles are equal. Converse of the corresponding axiom is actually, if a transversal intersects two lines, the corresponding angles equal means then the two lines are parallel to each other. Actually, AB is one straight line, SD is one straight line, PS is one line. This line intersects the parallel lines at Q and R. So, BQR, okay, that angle BQR is equal to QRC. This is actually, what is that? Alternate angles. The next one, AQR is equal to QRD. These are also alternate angles. These two alternate angles are equal. Okay. If a transversal intersects two parallel lines, then each pair of alternate interior angles is equal. Actually, AB is one line, CD is one line. These two lines are parallel lines. PS is also one line. This line PS intersects two parallel lines Q and R. So you just write the given first. AB and CD are parallel lines. Transversal intersects AB and CD at points Q and R. We have to prove BQR is equal to QRC, that is alternate angles. Now you take AB is parallel to CD. AB is parallel to CD means we know the condition, vertically opposite angles equal. BQR, this angle is equal to PQA, this angle. These two angles are equal. Next you have to take angle PQA is equal to QRC. PQA, this angle is equal to QRC. This is actually corresponding angles. Transversal intersects two parallel lines, the corresponding angles are equal. So, PQA is equal to QRC. Now, this is first equation, this is second equation. You just comparing these two equations. Actually PQ equal no, so we have to equate these two values. So BQR is equal to QRC. BQR is equal to QRC. These two angles are equal. So alternate interior angles are equal. Next conditions are, if a transversal intersects two lines such that a pair of alternate interior angles is equal, then the two lines are parallel. Transversal intersects two lines, alternate angles are equal. Alternate angles are equal means then the two lines is parallel. Okay. Next, if a transversal intersects two parallel lines, then each pair of interior angles on the same side of the transversal is supplementary. Actually, line intersects two parallel lines means that is actually a transversal line. So, a transversal line intersects two parallel lines. Each pair of interior angles on the same side of the transversal is supplementary. That is, co-interior angles are supplementary. The next one, if a transversal intersects two parallel lines such that a pair of interior angles on the same side of the transversal is supplementary, then the two lines are parallel. Actually, this is converse only. Here we discussed transversal intersects two parallel lines, co-interior angles are supplementary. Here, co-interior angles are supplementary. A transversal intersect two lines, no, the two lines are parallel. Okay. Next condition, lines parallel to the same line. Lines which are parallel to the same line or parallel to each other. This is first line L, this is second line M. The line L is parallel to M. Okay. Next, the line M is parallel to line N. Actually, T is the transversal line. This transversal line intersects the parallel lines at place 1, 2 and 3. The angles formed, angle 1, angle 2, angle 3. L is parallel to M. The line M is parallel to N. So automatically we have to take angle, we know the corresponding angles are equal, no. So angle 1 is equal to angle 2. Angle 2 is equal to angle 3. We just equate these two conditions. Angle 1 is equal to angle 1 means we have to equate the RHS value. So angle 2 and angle 3 are the corresponding angles. So these angles are also equal. So angle 2 and angle 3 equal means this line is parallel to automatically line L. Therefore L is parallel to N. Lines which are parallel to the same line are parallel to each other. The line L is parallel to this line M. M is parallel to N. So automatically the line L is parallel to line N. Okay. Next exercise problem, exercise 6.2. Find the values of x and y and then show that AB is parallel to CD. Here one diagram is given. AB is one straight line, CD is one straight line. These two lines are parallel. The line intersects the two parallel line means this line actually you just give name, that is L. The line L is transversal line. Some angles are mentioned here. This angle is 50 degree and this angle is 130 degree. We have to calculate the unknown values x and y. How can we calculate? Here easily we have to use the condition linear pair axiom. Okay. So we have to write by linear pair axiom. Actually we have to add these two angles. 50 plus x is equal to 180 degree. 50 plus x is equal to 180 degree. So what about x? X is equal to 180 minus 50. So the answer is 130 degree. So now we get the first value, that is x is equal to 130 degree. X is equal to 130 degree means we have to take y value also 130 degree. Why y value also 130 degree? That is actually vertically opposite angles. So we have to take y is equal to 130 degree, vertically opposite angles. Okay. Now what is our next proof? Actually show that AB is parallel to CD. Okay. You just take x and y are alternate interior angles actually formed by the transversal line. X is equal to 130 degree, y is equal to 130 degree. Alternate angles are equal. So the given two lines AB is parallel to CD. Therefore the final answer is AB is parallel to CD. We have to write the reason, no. So but x and y are the alternate interior angles actually formed by the transversal line. Okay, x is equal to y is equal to 130 degree. Therefore, the line AB is parallel to CD. That's all. Next problem. If AB is parallel to CD, CD is parallel to EF, and y is to z is equal to 3 is to 7. Find x. One diagram is given. What is this actually? AB is parallel to CD and the line CD is parallel to EF. These are the given conditions. And another one clue is given, that is y is to z is equal to 3 is to 7. We have to calculate x value. Here we have to apply the condition. We know one condition, lines which are parallel to the same line or parallel to each other. So AB is parallel to CD and CD is parallel to EF means we have to take AB is parallel to EF. So the line AB is parallel to EF means x value is equal to z value, because these are the alternate interior angles, no. So we have to write x is equal to z. Using this condition, easily we have to calculate x value. Now first write the condition, lines which are parallel to the same line or parallel to each other. Okay. What is that? AB is parallel to CD and CD is parallel to EF. Using this condition, directly we have to take AB is parallel to EF. Okay. Another one given, y is to z is equal to 3 is. Lines which are parallel to the same line or parallel to each other. So we have to take the line AB is parallel to CD, the line CD is parallel to EF. So we have to take the line AB is parallel to EF. What is the given condition? Y is to z equal to 3 is to 7. So we have to take, we just imagine y is equal to 3k and z equal to 7k. We know for AB is parallel to EF means we have to take these two angles are equal. Why these two angles are equal? Because these are alternate interior angles. So x is equal to z. Alternate interior angles are equal. Now we apply another condition. This line AB is parallel to CD, no. So we have to take co-interior angles are supplementary. So x plus y is equal to 180 degree. X is equal to z. Previously we know one condition, x is equal to z. So we just apply this value here. So y plus z equal to 180 degree. What is our y value? That is 3k. Z value is 7k. 3k plus 7k, that is 10k. 10k equal to 180 degree means k equal to 18 degree. Now we get the k value. So apply the k value here. So we know x is equal to z, no. So apply here. X is equal to z. Okay. What is the value actually? X is equal to, z value is actually 7k. So x is equal to 7k. So 7 into 18. What is the answer? 7 756 5 7 5 126 degree. Therefore x is equal to 126 degree. That's all. Next problem. If AB is parallel to CD, EF is perpendicular to CD, and GED value is actually, the whole value is actually 126 degree. This is given. Find AGE. This value first we have to calculate. GEF. This value also we have to calculate. And the next one is FGE. This value. These three angles we have to calculate. First write the given. What is that? AB is parallel to CD. And the main condition, EF is perpendicular to CD. One of the angle is given, that is GED equal to 126 degree. How can we calculate first value AGE? We just use the condition simply. GED is equal to 126 degree. We know FED value is actually, what is that? FED is equal to 90 degree. So we have to write GEF plus FED is equal to 126 degree. Okay. This angle GEF plus FED is equal to this whole angle GED. Okay. So apply this value here. We don't know the GEF value. Angle GEF, we know the FED value, that is actually 90 degree, is equal to 126 degree. So what about angle GEF? that is 126 minus 90, that is 36 degree. Okay, angle GEF is equal to 36 degree. First value over. Next we have to calculate AB is parallel to CD, that is given, and another value also given. The GE line is look like a transversal. Okay, so AGE equal to GED, AGE equal to GED. Why these angles are equal? These are the alternate angles. So write the condition. The line AB is parallel to CD, GE is a transversal. Okay, so we have to write AGE, angle AGE is equal to angle GED. Why these two angles are equal? Alternate interior angles or equal, no. So angle AG equal to GED. And just now we one of the angle is given, no, that is GED 126 degree. So easily we have to write angle AGE equal to 126 degree. Okay. Next we have to apply the linear paraxium condition. AGE plus FGE. Actually this is linear paraxium. Using the linear paraxium we have to calculate this value. So now by linear paraxium we have to write angle AGE plus another one is FGE is equal to 180 degree. AGE value we know, no, that is 126 degree. Apply here. Plus FGE is equal to 180 degree. So what about FGE? Angle FGE is equal to 180 minus 126 degree. So what is that? 54 degree. Angle FGE equal to 54 degree. Therefore angle GEF, that is our first value, no, that is 36 degree. And the second one is what is that? AGE is equal to 126 degree. FGE is equal to 54 degree. That's all. Next problem. If PQ is parallel to ST, angle PQR is equal to 110 degree or ST is equal to 130 degree. Find QRS. This is our question. Okay. One hint is given. Draw a line parallel to ST through point R. So we have to draw a parallel line. Through R we have to draw. Okay. This is the given clue. So you just write given X, Y. Okay. That is actually a construction, no? So we have to mention it. Draw a line XY parallel to ST. Actually this line is through R only, through a point R. Okay. Now we have to take the line PQ is parallel to, actually the line PQ is parallel to ST. PQ is parallel to ST, that is given. And the line ST is parallel to XY. So we have to directly write PQ is parallel to, actually what is that? XY. Okay, now we have to use any one condition. Transversal line we have, no, what is the transversal line here? QR. So QR is the transversal. So easily we have to write PQR plus QRX is equal to, what is that? 180 degree. Why these two angles are 180 degree? That is co-interior angles. Angle PQR plus QRX is equal to 180 degree. The reason is co-interior angles or supplementary. Okay. What is the PQR value that is given? 110 degree. Plus actually QRX we know, that is QRX is equal to 180 degree. So what is that QRX? 180 minus 110 is equal to, that is 70 degree. Okay, this is the first value. Next we have to calculate QRS, no. So for that we have to use the line ST is actually parallel to XY. So you have to take this SR is also a transversal. So how can we write? Actually this angle is 130, that is RST. RST plus S or Y is equal to 180 degree. We have to write S or T. S or Y plus RST is equal to 180 degree. RST value we know that is 130, so apply here. So SRI plus 130 is equal to 180 degree. So what is the SRY value? That is 50 degree. Angle SRY is equal to 180 minus 30, so that is 50 degree. 130 no. So that is 50 degree. Next we have to write Q or X plus Q or S plus S or Y is equal to 180 degree. Why these three angles are 180 degree? By linear pair axiom. Okay. By linear pair axiom we have to write angle Q or X plus Q or S plus S or Y is equal to 180 degree. So we just apply the values. We know SRY value, that is 50 degree. Okay. Q or X value we know, no. Q or X, what is that? Q or X value is 70 degree. Plus Q or S is equal to 180 degree. So Q or S is equal to 180 minus what is that? 70 plus 50, 120. So that is 60 degree. So Q or S is equal to 60 degree. That's all. Next question. If AB is parallel to CD, APQ equal to 50 degree and angle PRD equal to 127 degree, find X and Y. One diagram is given. The line AB is parallel to CD and some values are also mentioned. That is APQ value is 50 degree and PRD equal to 126 degree. First write the given. AB is parallel to CD. Angle APQ is equal to 50 degree and PRD is equal to 127 degree. Okay. Now apply the condition. AB is parallel to CD. PQ is actually a transversal. PQ is transversal. So we have to write APQ is equal to PQR. APQ is equal to PQR because these are the alternate interior angles. Okay. So what is the value APQ? The APQ value is actually 50 degree. So angle PQR also 50 degree. Okay. Next one. Again same condition. AB is parallel to CD. PR is also a transversal. So we have to write angle APR. APR is equal to angle PRD. Again the reason is same. Alternate interior angles. Okay. APR, actually angle APR means how can we write APQ plus QPR. Okay. So that is actually 50 plus Y is equal to angle PRD. So what is the value PRD? PRD value is given now. So apply the value 127 degree. So 50 plus Y equal to 127 degree. So 127 minus 50 is equal to Y. What is that? 77 degree. Okay. Therefore X is equal to actually what is that? PQR 50 degree. And Y is equal to 77 degree. That's all.